a part of my last live that I think we need to hear. I think it goes along with what I was saying. So we're going to react to gems from Kwame Brown and Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown on another woman doing numbers like you. I told you, you gonna respect me like you respect them white boys. And a lot of y'all don't know what that means. When I say you gonna respect me like you respect them white boys, black community, let me talk to you for a second. How many of black men you seen chase and shoot a white man down like they did young Dolph? How many black men have you seen shoot a white man down like they did our brother Nipsey Hussle? How many black men have you seen shot any white person down like they did anybody black? I'll wait. So when I say you gonna respect me like you respect them white boys, see, in your mind as a black man, you know better to pull up to a white boy house and empty the clip. You know better to ride through a white boy neighborhood and empty the clip while he walking with his sons and daughters. You know better to shoot up at a restaurant while he buying cookies and have him falling out a window. You know better. So when I say respect me like them white boys, I mean don't hunt me down like you do every black person that make more money than you. See, there's a sect that'll go along, get along gang that hates success, whether it's black or white, whether it's male or female, whether it's whatever gender, they hate success. So when I say respect me like you respect them white boys, our community, our culture do not hunt and kill white men like we do our own. So I would like the respect of those white boys from you niggas. You got it? They snot pop. We so afraid of what they gonna do back. We ain't gonna rock no snot pop on no Mexican. But boy, let it be a nigga. Boy, we'll shoot up his auntie high. We'll lay the nigga bushes. We'll shoot up his mom. We'll shoot his funeral up. We'll shoot his wake. We'll shoot the pastor. We'll shoot the car that's thinking about picking the nigga up. We'll flat the tire. We'll pop the spokes. We'll show enough disrespect a nigga so bad, boy. And then we'll turn around when white people do something and say, Black Lives Matter. Now, let me ask you this. You still think I'm fucking crazy? Still think I'm crazy? Y'all have a good night, because I think some of you, y'all have a good night, because y'all have crazy. Ask you this. You still we'll turn around when white people votes. We'll show enough disrespect a nigga so bad, boy. And then we'll turn around when white people do something and say, Black Lives Matter. Now, let me ask you this. You still think I'm fucking crazy? Still think I'm crazy? Y'all have a good night, because I think some of you crazy. Yeah, let's get into this. So, I'm a deadbeat, right? I'm a deadbeat father. I'm all these things, right? How come y'all have learned more in the recent months, more about negative things about Kwame than you've learned ever? How come throughout my entire professional career since you've known Kwame, how come you've heard more negative stories than positive? I wonder what I was saying around certain people. I wonder what my life represent. See, I love it when you niggas talk about my father murdering people. I love it. You know why? Because there's little kids that come up to me and say, how did you overcome all the things that you've gone through? Because my
Dad might be abusing me. My mama's doing this. My such and such doing that. And I'm able to sit that child down and say, guess what? My dad's a murderer. My mom was a single mother because my father did something that was horrendous. We became welfare recipients. At one point, I went to a homeless shelter. At another point, we didn't know where we were going to get food at. But guess what? We kept our faith in God. I had a praying mother. And you niggas gonna prove how much I'm a hell of a nigga. And you gonna prove how much mindset is the problem. And how much the reason why I say you cannot reach down to these children and tell them the shit that you're telling them, because I'm walking, living, breathing truth on what? If you feed a kid positive information, look at the result. I don't stand in front of you no perfect man, but I stand in front of you with no excuses. Despite anything you can say about, I had every excuse, Tammy. Anyone who's talked about my family, my brothers, what did I do? Look at the work. There's not one child that can sit in front of me and I would listen to the things that they're saying and don't have a response to it. Oh, your brother sell dope, nigga. 3 of mine did too. So what, nigga? They doing 10 years right now. And I took care of them the whole time they was in prison. I understand that life. Sometimes you born into shit that you ain't got nothing to do with, but that's family, nigga. You suck it up and roll. You gonna prove I'm a hell of a nigga, boy. Them white boy tactics do not work against the truth. And I said this was quicksand, and I said you niggas was gonna prove my point. How our community destroys its own. Not one white person has come out. No, wait a minute. Let me retract that. There was a goofy looking, stupid, cross-eyed son bitch that looked like he was goddamn the ice road trucker or some shit. He said something, a little lazy-eyed bitch. But I checked that real quick. But the majority of my detractors are black. The majority of my detractors are male. The majority of the detractors that are male of mine, they don't do the work. Yeah, some of them got money. Yeah, some of them sound happy. Yeah, some of them can show you pools and shit. But they ain't connected to a motherfucking thing. You can drop me anywhere, nigga. And my mindset gonna be, I'm the baddest motherfucker out here. It don't have to be true. But guess what? I'm gonna get through. How many of your sons can do that? Have a murderous daddy? Go in your room right now and ask your teenager, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, measure up my life. You know, you talk so negative about me. Go in there and say, Kwame Brown had a murderous ass daddy, some brothers that went to prison for drugs, and another brother he didn't know murdered a girl. What is your fucking excuse not to make it? He was on welfare, didn't have shoes, 1 of 8. Every psychiatrist in the world would tell you 1 of 8 next to the last. He ain't supposed to make it. Why did I make it, motherfucker? Mindset. You're going to prove I'm a hell of a nigga. And all of your sons are hell of a niggas. As long as you don't give them excuses. As long as you don't let that white liberal that give them excuses come in and tell them about critical race theory and a bunch of bullshit that won't help him or her or whatever they identify as. I had a 70-year-old nigga tell me the truth. Nigga, your brother's in prison now. Your mama on her own. The first thing you better do, nigga, is go get a job and start bringing some money into that house, or shit gonna go bad. Because in the hood, when there's no man there and there's children and there's a woman, there's always a man around the corner trying to prey on said woman. That's why they keep telling you you're so strong and all this other shit. Be that as it may, some of you are. Some of you can take care of your own children. But in the hood, we know. I was a child in that situation. I had friends in that situation that they didn't go do the work like I did. So it ain't a book that's going to teach you what the fuck I know. I have life experience from the homeless shelter to the #1 draft pick. And you think that little white boy education was going to get you to fuck with me, nigga? I teach kids and I preach to kids, yes, you can. Despite all of that, a mindset beat racism, dumb son bitch, not more racism. A mindset beat racism. A mindset overcome and beat poverty. Your will and your determination through the way that you think will help you overcome any situation. But you want to tell kids they can't. You want to question a man that you can do the research yourself. I would love for somebody to say, instead of saying, Kwame don't know coding and trading, Kwame just saying this and that, and Kwame, do the research. Do the research on coding and where this world is going. Do the research on trades and how much they make. Is it better than the fucking jobs they offer in the fast food industry that our president say us black people, the service jobs? Because that's what we supposed to have. We got a cap in this world. We supposed to be service and entertaining motherfuckers. And when we entertain, we got to talk about rocket snot boxing, or we got to be twerking and shit. See, you can't be no upright stand-up man like me. You can't have if a woman lie on you, then that's the end of your life. See, y'all done bit this apple to where now a man has to walk around so soft and weak. And when he get with a woman, his whole life is predicated and wrapped around whatever that woman says about him. No, women have feelings. And sometimes she could just be in her motherfucking feelings. Sometimes a woman can say certain things that she don't mean. Men can too. But most real men have less feelings. You know? So I'm not going to play the feelings game. You're not going to wrap my life around what some woman said about some children. Nobody asked my children nothing. You niggas on the internet, his baby mama said, the kid said. Really? That's what you use? Start teaching these kids something real. I hope you niggas keep saying that my daddy went to prison. I hope you niggas keep saying that my mother went on welfare. I hope you niggas keep saying all the shit you saying, because you're proving. If you ask the other side, how did this nigga persevere all of that? How? How did he do it? Instead of judging me for what some adults did, I had nothing to do with that. What did I do, nigga? I got the ball and didn't fumble. Since 14 years old, nigga. Since 14 years old, that old nigga told me to get him up, nigga, and fight for yours. Yes, sir. That old nigga say ain't nobody above you. White, black, whatever. He said it's some black people that'll smile in your face, and as soon as you turn your back, they'll cut your spine. They'll cut you from the rooter to the tutor. That black man said, keep your head down and work and take care of your family. It seemed like it's some simple instructions, but it fucking worked for me. Some of you motherfuckers attach yourself trying to be a part of something bigger than you, and you ain't got shit going on right around in your own life. Your family don't like you. You don't like your mama. You don't like your brother. You don't get along with your motherfucking sister. You can't stand your son because he's trying to be a man and you want to make him a girl. You can't stand nothing that's strong and independent and want to say, I want to do what the fuck I want to do. I ain't attached to no groups. I ain't attached to no outrage. You should be outraged about the reading levels in our community. You should be outraged about the poverty. You should be outraged about the spending. You should be outraged about all these fathers being forced out of their fucking kids' life. That's what you should be outraged about. But no, you're going to keep taking your marching orders from white people that you want to cozy up to. You motherfuckers want to bite the apple. You want to be famous. You want to be next to that author. You want to be next to this politician. You want to be next to this new fashion designer. Because you don't feel shit when you look in the mirror, nigga. You know who I want to be next to? It damn sure ain't nothing walking on this earth. Not over something up there that I'm connected to, nigga. You niggas are in a simulation in a game, and we eat our own. Soon as I came to the YouTube, everybody in my fucking, who is that? What did you do? Oh my God. Then everybody divide. I'm going to get with them to make some money. I'm going to hate on them to make some money. I'm going to find some dirt. I'm going to do this. If you niggas did that much research about what's going on in politics in your local elections, in our fucking presidential elections, and if you was that motherfucking thorough, which you haven't even been thorough with me. So no wonder our community is the way it is. A bunch of motherfucking niggas for hire to talk shit about other niggas. Now, the niggas that I know that's in the system, that's getting paid to talk about niggas, oh yeah, I've been going at them. Stephen A, all of them. Because Stephen A still haven't answered my question. Why were you at them colleges, Stephen A? And see, our community, we don't ask those type of questions. It has never, ever in the history of sports been a sports analyst at high schools and colleges talking about a current NBA player. I've done the research. I've never seen it happen ever. There's not one other player in NBA history that an analyst went to high schools and colleges. And I just would like to know why. If there's not an attack on the black man, imagine if I was a black woman. Imagine a black little girl. Let's just say I was playing tennis or something, and I made it out the ghetto, and I made it out the hood. No father. Oh my goodness. Imagine how many fucking commercials and Black Girl Rock and Black Girl Magic I would have been on. But see, they don't want you to show the power in a man. They don't want you to see that a first #1 draft pick out of high school was a black fucking man. So they ain't want to wait till I die to tarnish my image. We're going to stop this shit right now. We don't want them little niggas to think that they can do this shit, because I got up on that podium when they gave me the key to the city and I said, all y'all can do the same shit. I am not special. There was kids right next to me that was just as good. Their mind was fucked up though. They worried about their cousin that was in prison. They worried about their daddy that wasn't there. They got a hood reputation and they trying to be their daddy's son. So they fighting and shooting and hooping. Nah, nigga. Any nigga that stood in front of me like a man, I dealt with you like a man. But if you wanted to do all that, I'm still the same way as I am now. And what did that text message say to Jack? Nah, nigga, I got kids. If you want to shoot them up or do something in traffic, I'm straight on that. But nigga, if you coming by yourself, bring that ass. I've always stood on that. You won't trick me. You won't deter me from nothing that God got for me, nigga. I don't have no ego, and I don't give a fuck about none of that. I told you what I was doing when you tough niggas was out there scriffing and fighting and shit. I told you what I was doing. Yeah, nigga. So they succumb to the culture. They succumbed to the pressure. I didn't succumb to the pressure of my brothers doing whatever. I understood I'm an individual. My brothers chose the route of selling drugs and doing certain things to get the quick buck. I chose to go to work. I'm ecstatic about the decisions that they made. You know why? It made them better men. They don't do that no more. They work. They do what they're supposed to do. They handle their responsibilities. And it made me see an example as a child of what not to do. So I don't judge them for what they did, and they don't judge me for the way that I choose to rock. And that's how it's supposed to go. Now, the media got us so brainwashed that we don't even talk to our family. A motherfucker come up with a difference of opinion, a different cadence in his voice, a different outfit. He could be called a white boy. He could, oh, you listening to them goddamn white boy. Maybe I know something you don't know. Maybe that relative went to college and he knows something you don't know. Maybe this relative, she went on and she's a doctor and she hear different conversations that she's trying to bring back. But no, who talked the loudest? Who talked the most? The motherfucking niggas that don't want to hear shit. So I want to drop the link for you weak ass weasel, because I told you, I always question